Hello everybody. In the continuation of previous lesson, now we are going to have a quick recap of what you have learned before, and then we're going to jump into the next part of the lesson, that is the intonation of modifiers. Well, to start things off, can anybody tell me what are the modifiers? Uh, okay, who is going to be the first one? Okay, Saeed. Could you tell me? Could you answer the first question? Okay, right. Yes, he's right. Modifier is normally being used to modify an adjective in a spectrum of intensity. So, can anybody name some of modifiers with different intensification? Okay, let's say Abdullah. Could you tell me? Okay, okay, very nice. Thank you. And what about the neutral one? Shamim, okay. There we go. Okay. And who's going to be the volunteer for the minimizer? Okay, Mariam. Okay, thank you. So up until we have known that anybody understand what are the modifiers. So at this point, we are going to have a quick review of the types of modifiers. And as all of you mentioned, we have maximizer, neutral modifiers, and minimizer that intensify or decrease intensity of an adjective. Okay, so now we are going to figure out how we have to pronounce and how we have to put them into the intonation of a sentence. To this end, I am going to draw your attention to the way I'm going to express one sentence in three different forms. And you have to tell me which one is correct. Are you ready? Okay, let's get into it. She's very stingy. She's very stingy. She's very stingy. Which one was correct? Okay, the first one, right. And what about this one? Let's give it a try. She's quite stingy. She's quite stingy. She's quite stingy. Okay? Yes, exactly. The second one was correct. And what about the last one? Let's check it out. She's a bit stingy. 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 So which one was correct? Right, the last one. Okay, so what we can figure out from this expression is, firstly, we have put emphasis and stress on the modifier in a sentence, but not necessarily increasing pitch. It is somehow dependent on the modifier itself. For example, as you can see, for maximizer like very, as you mentioned, the high pitch was correct. For the neutral, one, the flattened pitch, okay, and very steady pitch was correct. And for the last group, the minimizer, the lower pitch was correct. So based on the modifier in a sentence and the intensity of the modifier in a sentence, we have to increase our voice or lower our voice. Okay, so there is a diagram here, and I'm just going to give you a model, and just please check it out and keep on watching it. why I'm going to express these sentences. Okay, so let's get started. She is very stingy. She's very stingy. She's quite stingy. She's quite stingy. She's a bit stingy. She is a bit stingy. Okay? So, as you can see here, for the maximizer, I increased my voice because it is not only the matter of language, it is the matter of your gesture, emotion, because you are so emotional, you are going to express yourself, you are going to emphasize on something, so you may increase your voice. Okay? And in terms of the neutral one, since they are neutral, so you don't need to express very severe emotion or passion about something, so you can go ahead with a steady pace. And for the last one, since you are going to not only express the word, but only you're somehow going to express and indicate your emotion in your gesture, your body language, etc., you lower your voice. Okay, so in this order, and to have the further exercise, here we are having different types of sentences with different modifiers, certainly with different intensity. And now I want you to be split up into two groups, and I wrote down the name on a paper. So first I'm gonna tell you who is group 1 and who are in group 2, and then what you're going to do is just practicing the right pronunciation of only these sentences together. Then I'm gonna start asking some questions about them. Okay? Are you ready? Okay? So let's get into it. Okay, at this point I'm gonna end up the recording. It was just a part of my lesson about modifiers and the intonation of the modifiers. Thank you for watching me, and have a great day.